Welcome back, Ball State University, to another game showcase. We're doing another game showcase, as you've heard. We're doing the.
We got 4 games this time. We got double the games. It's gonna be double the fun. It's gonna be double the action. I'm pumped. All the 4 games. We have posters for the games when I walked in here to do our test stream a little bit earlier, and all 4 games look really good here today. So, but yeah, I am Bryce, a.k.a. Rhino.
And I'm Vince, a.k.a. Down Up. Sorry for the mix-up at the beginning of the stream.
He was not dialed. He was not locked in.
Promoting our stream.
On his Instagram.
Yeah.
WW.
Speaking of Instagram, at bsu Esports on Instagram.
Truth. Big truth. But I'm pumped today.
Yeah.
I'm pumped to just get into the action. We got 4 great games.
Yes.
The center's packed today. I wish we had the wide cam to show.
Yeah.
It's packed. We have Ball State students testing out these 4 games made by Ball State students, top to bottom, and it's gonna be great. I'm pumped. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd when it comes to games, and I'm so pumped.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to all 4 games. I'm looking forward to see what we're gonna have here today. The different genres, the different art styles, the different work that went into making these games. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, and so as you can see at the bottom, we're starting with Everything is Marshall, and we are joined by the devs of Everything is Marshall, all 4 of them, matching pink shirts. You're going to see these shirts, I think, all throughout the day? Yeah. Okay. So can you guys really first introduce yourselves and then kind of explain what this whole event is about?
I'm Finny Lawson.
I'm Sky Burnham.
I'm Declan Murphy.
And I'm Lizzie Collins.
Yeah, so what is this the whole event? I mean, I see the matching T-shirts. We had one previously, but kind of what's this whole kind of event sort of about?
So we are Ball State game design students, and this event is here to celebrate the games that we've been working on these past semesters. So we've all been split into different teams, where Team Everything is Marshall, and we have made a game. We each kind of have done different things. We're part of the animation department, so we've kind of figured out how to build a game from scratch without a whole lot of coding knowledge, admittedly, and then this is the product. We've brought our art assets together. We've learned, code that we didn't know before, and we got together and made a game.
That's honestly, that's sick. I mean, we have the loading screen. The art style looks really good. You guys said you're animation students, so I'm expecting some high quality art style. I mean, I have my hopes high for that. I mean, so far, we're exceeding expectations here. The art looks amazing. So
thank you.
But kind of what is this game about?
So you are Marshall. Marshall is a little marshmallow guy who is trying to save his planet S'more. And on this planet S'more, there is the enemy Cinder. And Cinder is a solar flare who is coming to your planet and trying to destroy it. So you try to put it out with your marshmallow fluff.
While also trying to save the inhabitants of the planet's little seal meeps.
Honestly, that's very I was coming into this, I was like, oh, maybe we're gonna have is it unique, kind of a unique kind of idea, but kind of following another kind of bigger game. But this is full unique, and I dig it so heavily. That's gonna be amazing. But
how long has it taken you guys to develop this game?
We've had about 3 semesters, right?
Yeah, 3 semesters.
Yeah.
3 semesters.
Just over 1 full year.
So the first semester we started this was more kind of pitching games. Us as a group kind of pitched different games, and then eventually we had enough pitches where we kind of narrowed it down to what games people actually wanted to work on, and then we split into teams and started working on those games. We picked Everything is Marshall. I hadn't been on the pitch for it, but I remember I was so sold on the art style, their pitch was very thorough, so then it was something that I felt like we could really develop and make something out of.
yeah, we have some pictures from kind of the.
So that was our board, and that's an old prototype of our logo. Yep.
Yeah, so we have some photos from a while ago. If you guys can just explain kind of what significance they show, at least to the current game, and then what kind of was kind of spitballed, but didn't kind of fully come to fruition, kind of the idea standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of mechanics, different ideas, everything that just fell through that we didn't have time to condense. I am the level designer of this game, so that was the very early remaster of one of our levels. So we had one of our, I think it was our very first level, Graham Cracker Crossing. We had it all laid out, And we got to this final semester and realized it was terrible. So we went in and we completely
180 did.
Yeah, we completely took apart that entire level and redid it from scratch. So that is the kind of the prototype of what it looked like in Photoshop in very early development. But we had a whole bunch of ideas, other characters, other boss fights and everything that we ended up having to cut out. Yeah, it was a lot of coding that just fell through because we're all animation students. I believe we're actually the first game concentration track that does not have any help from computer science. So
Wow.
this is all self-taught. All of our coding is primarily from this one right here.
Yeah, with the computer science coder, so I did all the coding. So.
She is our goat, a blueprint
sick.
god.
Our savior.
A lot of drowning and bugs. Is what we put on the board.
So many bugs, sadly.
As being a very animation-specific team, was that one of the harder challenges
That was our
to
biggest
go through?
challenge.
The biggest challenge was figuring out. I think I really tried to take on more of the harder coding stuff sometimes because there were things that I knew we wanted but I didn't know. Lizzie took on the hardest tasks. I took on the ones that were a little lighter on the load but were complicated. So I did all the menus. But Declan did the art for said menus. So
yes, this is our art director.
He did the art, Sky did the levels, you did the coding. I kind of filled in wherever anything needed to be fixed.
We call this a role. That's a role player right there. Every good team needs a quality role player can fill in everywhere. Pacers got TJ McConnell, and then this team's got you. So that's huge. But I mean, I didn't do the last game showcase stream. This was all Vince, so I don't know if we supposed to get in or we.
I mean, yeah, if we
want to get in,
we can get in the game.
It's all good. So
are you guys getting in the game or are we getting in the game?
I mean,
why not?
You should get in the game. I've played this game a lot. I've play tested so much.
Yeah, I've noticed every single time. I think I fixed all the bugs.
I find all the bugs for Lizzie to fix.
And then I cried. A lot of crying, a lot of stuff.
If I'm bad at the game, okay. Start off. Expectations for the art style. The art it's I like the background's very Adventure Time-esque.
Yeah.
So
how did making the assets for the game go?
Oh, it was a headache in itself because with it was fun, yes. But for the process with that, it's a lot of you do it in one program, you take it into another program. Yeah. If you need to fix something, you have to go back into that previous program, fix it, and then do anything else forward all over again. And we kind of had to do that with a lot of our things, especially our enemy, even blueprints, we had to do the same thing where we had to re-scrap them over and over because they just weren't working.
What kind of softwares were used for the game?
We used Maya, we used Substance, a little bit of, oh my goodness. ZBrush. There we go. I was trying to say a different program.
We also utilized Perforce. That was our main organization and kind of how we kept everything in order and everything updated.
So everyone can work on the game.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Out of ammo. I have bad aim.
Don't worry, the ammo auto refills.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay, sick.
Yeah.
I was trying to look. Oh,
There you go. You finally saved one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Originally, it was going to be. I had it as a system where you pressed R to reload, but then afterwards, I tried to make it so a message would appear on the top bar, and it would appear once and then never again. But then when I tried fixing it, it just wouldn't go away. So we figured easier sake, it auto reloads after a second, so players can relax and have more fun just playing the game.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of patchwork in this game.
There's a lot of coding.
Oh yeah, you have the headphones on.
Yes, that is all original music.
Yeah, that is
all done through GarageBand. So that was another software that we utilized. Yeah.
Wow.
That's all this one's doing.
That's so sick. Yeah, my roommate's a MMP major, so.
Oh, nice.
And then I was a drummer in a band, and it's so I always love especially in-game music. Modern Warfare 2 is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, and the whole COD series, with the way they integrated rock was insane. So I always have a really nice appreciation for good video game OSTs.
It was my first time ever doing it. It was a very fun experience, and I'm really glad to hear how many people have enjoyed our level music.
Yeah, it's insane. I also do love the ADS, it's very smooth ADS. I do like that. But
So that is Mama Meep that you have just encountered.
There we go.
You have not saved all of her babies
Oh.
yet.
It says corner. It says how many at the same. Wait.
So there are
Oh,
baby,
sick.
yeah, there are baby meeps that are wanting you to save them, and you got 2 of them.
I think I see parkour. I see parkour.
You'll get a lot of that in the
Ooh.
next levels.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Oh, I like that. Yeah. I think I'm catching it.
Thankfully, the levels. I think Grand Theft Crossing wasn't as linear as our original product, but we made all of levels somewhat mostly linear. So if you get to like that and you're like, hey, I know I missed something, I can easily backtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I really like that. It's like the your typical like RPG where it's like you have to like if you have to be a certain level to go through one thing, but you have to go all the way through the game and then come all the way back for like a time.
Right.
Yeah, if you forgot it, you got to go back.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to figure out like any like text options or anything to show up like, oh, you haven't met the requirements yet. So unfortunately for things like that, we weren't able to cut it out in time. But
Yeah, there was-
I still think it's impressive being only art majors and not understanding how that works.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a double jump.
Yeah,
because there was a which call it involved.
We did have like placeholder
Yes,
assets
we had
for that.
we had placeholders for those.
We just weren't able to flesh them out.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was getting at. Unreal, when we switched over, that at the what we had learned to make text appear had changed. So then we were trying to refigure out how to code it, and then it would not go through.
I would say that's probably was one of our other struggles is messing with the different versions of Unreal within the different labs that we utilize.
Especially with Perforce. Perforce gave us
That
some
too.
headaches because one semester we came back and Perforce had been wiped, so we had to redo everything that we had. Well, we had the files, thankfully, but we were starting from a clean slate regardless. Oh no!
Off the map. My bad.
Okay, because now you can get the meep you lost the
Oh, I get a lot
beginning there.
quicker.
Yeah,
Oh wait, did I miss one at the start?
there is
There
one
is
here
one
at
in
the
that
start.
section.
I couldn't figure out a way coding-wise that I got some of it at some point where if you died it would save, but then it would like crash everything else. So it's one of those.
And with our game and levels as short as they are, we decided that probably wasn't very necessary anyways.
I don't hate. Oh, I found it. There we go. I don't hate like their full reset. I feel like that's like kind of a good staple. I can speedrun this now because I know where everything is.
There we go.
Exactly, speedrun
It's
straps.
fun.
It was.
See,
it-
if I played, I would have just been speedrunning it, and people wouldn't be able to enjoy it as much. So that's why.
That's true. You know everything.
I have literally a speedrun path to picking up all the meeps, and that was one of the things I think I put in the folder of like video of like if you want that path, it's in there.
You know what's funny? I got a better speedrun strat. I made these levels.
Exactly.
I know the backward speedrunner
You
strat.
nah, you cheated. You put like a back way in. It's like making a level in like Geometry Dash. And you put a
Oh
back way in. You
yeah,
can't beat it.
or like Mario Maker where they make it like impossible and the hidden block at the beginning. You
Yeah,
hit it,
yeah.
go up, and that's how you beat the stage.
So I mean, overall like this is like I love the art style. I love like the character design. I love like the music. I'm going back to the music. Music is fire.
Did you get the meep on the island back there? The one with the trampoline?
I did not. That's where I died last time. Let's see if I can do it again.
Yeah.
So what was it like going in for the design choice for this game?
The pitch kind of had a lot of the design. Like
Yeah,
you were on the original pitch team.
Yeah, I was the only one out of all of us to be on the original pitch team, and the styles based on a lot of what I draw. But it has a lot of influences like stylish,
sorry.
like shapely things, like I don't know, like a Splatoon kind of thing, or I don't know,
Mario
any,
as well.
a lot of
You
Mario.
had Adventure Time. You had
Adventure Time,
Sugar
yeah.
Rush from Wreck-It Ralph. was
Yeah,
another one.
And a
yeah.
couple more obscure references that.
Yeah, and
right.
also this artist on like Instagram and like Tumblr and stuff, Supina Pan. She does like these low poly games that are really cutesy. So yeah.
We originally were shooting for more low poly, but I think we just
Yeah.
ended up doing kind of a mid ground because it was more fun, you know. You can get more detail and add more candy, fun assets.
Yeah.
With
In
that.
fact, a lot of the assets we have that are filling out this level, we originally didn't have. So like all the candy canes, gumdrops, suckers, those are all added this semester.
Fairly new,
Yeah.
like quick last minute, let's get these textured in there.
Yeah.
Let's fill out the levels more. And it was really nice.
Oh, there we go. Through.
Next
Through.
level.
Oh.
Yep, different level music. Now you get to
All
enjoy a
three
new
got different
soundtrack.
This is
Oh, here comes this level. Here comes this one. Parkour is.
So this one is the parkour level,
Oh.
essentially.
I love me some parkour. Get out of here.
Went into the decisions for making this a parkour heavy level.
So that mostly just came down to my early understanding of Unreal. Unfortunately, being in the animation video game focused area, we didn't get a lot of learning on Unreal Engine like we did in Maya or Toon Boom or other like animation-based softwares. So coming into this when we didn't know a lot of the mechanics that we could reasonably achieve given the short time frame, parkour is kind of like an easy middle ground that you can very easily just like cheese into any game. So we started with parkour as a basis for all the levels, and then we just thought, okay, what mechanic can we reasonably do? Which mechanics work for traversing the level? And then we kind of built and adapted around that.
Okay.
Originally, we didn't have a double jump either, so everything was just a single jump.
It was much harder.
Yeah, I was not.
Adding that double jump made a lot of things easier,
Yeah.
specifically this parkour, which was the bane of my existence for the longest time. And
Sorry.
Me playtesting with it.
Hey, don't say sorry. That means that you did a good job making the parkour.
Yeah.
level.
I just wanted to turn around and be like, ah!
Yeah. I had a little bit sadistic tendencies on this, making them as hard as possible.
I
They
feel
were
like
perfect.
If you make a parkour level, you got to be a little bit of a.
I gotta be a little mean, right?
I've played my fair share of like Roblox obbies. Like they definitely have like there's something a little bit cheeky. You gotta be a little bit cheeky. I don't hate it. Might have ammo. Oh, I found the fifth one. Oh no, I found the third one. I can't count my Atlanta.
This one is probably our least linear of the levels, but we still try to keep somewhat of a consistent path throughout.
Yeah, with the double jump and speed, you can, if you know how to get around, you can just kind of just jump and fly. I did try at one point, towards like the end, like last few weeks, I'm like, okay, now I gotta see how much I can break the game, so I was just trying to parkour on every single candy cane, trying to clip out of bounds.
Yeah, limit test, so to speak.
Yeah.
Speaking of
I love glitches, but
Yeah.
if I'm the one behind it, then I don't want them.
Speaking
There
of,
That one's new.
That's very new.
That's new to us.
what kind of like tests, like based off of what I'm seeing Bryce do right now, like speed tests for like the character movement, like how fast they go. How would something like that go?
We
Or, like,
kind
is
of
it
just
already limited?
we kind of just played it by feel. So we wanted it to feel a little less realistic with the gravity. So a lot of the settings when it comes to like movement speed, that did come into level design. So while I was building like the gray boxing, we were also messing with, okay, how high can you reasonably jump given this isn't Earth, but it still feels like it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of a trial and error tweaking while playtesting during development.
Okay.
and then taking that idea of like, oh, he's a marshmallow, so he'd probably be light in the air, and so he'd probably jump a little higher, you know. We thought about, had the question of were we gonna add fall damage, but it's like, he's a marshmallow, he lands softly.
Right. True. Alright, check there.
Each
Lizzie's glad we didn't add fall damage.
Each time they're like, what if we try this? And I just look at my blueprints, head in hands, and I'm like, that's another 30 hours. Because it got to the point where I think I spent like a few weeks alone getting the shooting to work and everything taking damage. So at one point, the enemies wouldn't take damage. There was a good while where you could shoot yourself if you shot downwards.
Yeah.
That one was my favorite.
That was a fun one.
I don't like
Okay,
that
no.
Rob.
I try to shoot downwards, try to see if it's still
Yeah, I
working.
think we
know
fixed
because
that.
we did fix it. I was gonna say my favorite one was when you used to be able to jump on the bullets,
Oh,
and I would fly through levels by jumping.
That was
I
a fun one.
No, I know that one was caused because I fixed it so the fire wouldn't hurt you and you wouldn't be able to shoot yourself. But I didn't realize you would collide with it, so you could just infinitely go
Yeah.
upwards. And I was
Yeah.
like, oops. Yeah, another one was, that one took me a lot, was the leg animations. Originally, if you went left and right, it would just be the same animations. And I figured
yeah.
it would add more fun, like, be more realistic if the legs would shimmy around.
Yeah.
And that one took a while because I had to redo the blueprint at least like 2-3 different times because it would work on, I had like my own Unreal test server where I tested everything. Because the last time we all worked together during a game,
Alright, how do
I was the main, I turned into the main coder because once someone takes over like a blueprint with Perforce, no one else can touch it until they return it back in.
Yeah.
So I was like, I did all my test code in a private personal server. And I got it to work there, and then I tried working on here, and it took me like 2 to 3 redoing the files, and then got it to work.
Wait, am I blind?
You're going the
You
right
have
way,
to you have
yeah.
to jump up higher.
Oh.
So for that level, it is like an invisible wall gate.
Oh, okay, I see.
We kind of alternated between trigger boxes and actual
Yeah, invisible
gates.
walls. And this level was fun. I put 50 billion invisible walls.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
This was
Oh.
actually our first level, I believe, that we finished.
Yeah.
polishing
Oh, I have
out.
bounces. Oh, I did not.
This originally was going to be the first level until we decided it made more sense for this to be the last level.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because we already had the boss fight planned for that level. Originally, there was going to be a boss fight at the end of every level, but because that was something we couldn't functionality
Too ambitious.
too ambitious for us.
Yeah, and that's
And-
where we had Flint and Steel, where like
I
the
was gonna
little
say,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flint and Steel. That's what I was.
They're
thinking.
lost characters.
There's lots of characters. I drew them.
So there originally would have been a boss at the end of every level, and it would have
Yeah.
been Flint, Steel, then Cinder. But now
Right.
it's just Cinder.
Yeah.
I
Too
was-
much coding.
So is this the last one? I assume?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is our
Yeah.
final level.
All
You're
right.
almost free.
You're almost free.
I'm there. I'm there. No,
This
I got
is
it.
where
No.
you meet the main antagonist at the very end.
You gotta like, I gotta get tech with this. You have to like jump and then wait and then jump.
You do
again.
have a double jump to like save yourself.
But you only have it once.
Once.
It doesn't reset until you
learned
hit
that- I
solid
learned that
ground.
the hard way.
I'm not sure why it doesn't reset, but
Oh,
I think it's because it's not. I mean, I don't know code.
If you want a speedrunner strat, if you just save the double jump for in between one of those marshmallows, it makes it a little bit easier.
Noted. I appreciate that.
we're giving you the cheats.
The actual hitboxes on a lot of these marshmallows are actually quite large.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you think you might not hit it, but you hit the corner.
Yeah.
Oh.
I found it easier to just wait a sec when you're like more straight, bounce once and then bounce over.
That's what I do.
All right.
It's a bit slower, but
Hey, I'm not going for any world records here.
Yeah.
you at least can make sure you won't die.
Yeah.
Another
Oh.
fun thing is that the meeps actually were peeps. We
yeah.
realized we
Oh, yeah.
had copyright issues
Yeah.
there, and we were like, yeah, we can't go through with that. And I originally had a chicken and a bunny peep
And a
modeled.
squirrel too at one
Well,
point.
that was
Yeah.
after we changed them for copyright reasons,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we were like, okay, they're still a little too close.
Yeah.
So we completely just remodeled them as seals.
Yeah.
We have her IGN is Seal.
Seal?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
We've got little seals with us as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I gifted my team some nice seal
Thank you,
merch.
Penny.
Mine's still in my pocket.
I
fell
also
out
made us like
unfortunately.
acrylic charms.
Oh, that's,
You can't really see those on
Yeah.
stream,
That's
but
sick. When we get the big camera on
Oh,
you
no.
guys.
Oh yeah, we got all kinds of like sticker designs and everything.
Got-
For
got
people who
merch.
come in and play test, you can win stickers, posters. We have
If
little
you're-
cards as well.
If you're watching and you want to play test, you can win stickers.
There you go.
There we go.
I've got Cinder,
But
two
yeah,
Cinders and a Marshall.
So where can like the people at home, if they're like interested in trying this game, where can they find it?
Itch. So itch.io is where you can find it. Just look up Everything is Marshall and it'll show right up.
Yeah, it's the
All
very
you have to
first
do
thing.
is download it. It'll be a zip file. You'll have to extract the file and then it's ready to play.
Yeah.
There we go.
Or if you come in today, there's also QR codes on all our
Yes.
posters, little handout cards, so you can also just scan from there and download it that way.
Yep.
That's like, I know last time we had a game that was on Steam, so I know there's.
We
It's,
discussed it. I think it came down to we weren't able to get around kind of like their,
Paywall.
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
their pricing.
Yeah.
that makes
um,
sense.
Itch was just the easiest course of action
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah. What y'all know about Scratch though? 'Cause back in
Yeah.
my back in my
Yeah.
day,
I
back in
remember
my
Scratch.
day, that's how you
Yes.
made it. That's how
I
you
remember
made a
having
game.
to learn Scratch, yeah, in
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
4th grade.
Yeah.
I think
Mine
every
was
like.
Code.org instead. That's what I had. Was just,
Code.org?
yeah, Code.org, and it was like, yeah, you code like the little blocks, and you made like Angry Birds, and you helped the zombie eat the sunflower.
Yeah.
The stuff I remembered. Yeah, I was never taught Scratch, and I kind of wish I was.
I always played like COD Zombies games, like on Scratch.
No, it's really impressive
Final
what people are
boss.
able to make on Scratch. Back when I took computer science for a little bit, I made a game on Scratch for that project, and that was like at the time when I was realizing I was wanting to go into game development. But that game did not turn out. It was just a really bad platformer,
Yeah.
or like a 2D kind of 2D side scroller, just collect the items and you win. Just
Yeah.
because that's what I had to do for the grade. So
Everybody, hey, I'm not hate. Hey, no experience, you gotta make something.
exactly, and that was like my first step into game making. And look at me now. I
Yeah.
did this.
Turned into this.
I was literally about to say.
I did not think I would take to Scratch when I first learned that in school because I actually did not do well in Scratch.
Yeah, I was big in like the animation, like people that like on
Animation.
Scratch, they'd make
Yeah.
like full animations.
Yeah.
I wanted to be them, but I could never discover how they did it.
No, yeah, I got one where you were able to just walk around, and you did
Hey!
it!
Come on! Come on, give me that.
There's an Easter egg here, but I don't know if I should tell you. It's of our professor.
Oh, I'm me and my fake major of sports reporting. I don't understand.
So when are we gonna get this moved into the esports curriculum?
That's a question you're gonna have to ask our director, good old Dan Marino, not the Dolphins quarterback. He's here somewhere, so you're gonna have to ask him. Maybe we can get competitive.
Everything is
Marshall just inside
Let's
esports.
do a speed
I'd
run.
play
We're
it.
working on PvP right now.
Yeah. We also have a speedrunning tournament, so whoever gets it the fastest
There you
wins. You know what?
Bragging rights.
One of my handmade keychains. I'm just
You could win it. So, is there anything kind of more you guys want to add about this game that we didn't cover, or like anything specific you want to touch on about this game?
It was fun to make.
It was
There you
fun.
go. I'm just
Well
really
said.
But also miserable because
A
I
little
was the
bit.
big coder.
Yeah.
there were a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah,
Very.
and it's like you get something to work and it's now something else is broken.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we gotta fix this now.
I do feel as though going through this course and having kind of like 3 semesters to just build a game from scratch has been tremendously helpful in like the learning experience.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Like this is where we've gotten the bulk of our knowledge through all 4 years has been on this one project. So
Yeah.
I feel like this has very greatly prepared us for going into the industry. Thankfully, we had an amazing professor who was able to
Oh, Sanders!
yes,
Go
so who was
Sanders.
able to give us even spread out being the only game design professor. I still feel as though without him or without this course, without this game and experience, I don't think we would be half of where we are today.
No.
No, and I'm really thankful for this team as a whole. I had an
Yes.
amazing time working with all of you.
I did too.
Yeah.
And you know, it just really goes to show what a team can do when we get together and work together.
Especially if only 4 people.
Exactly. Like we had honestly, I don't think we had any like drama. It was all just
No.
like errors.
The
It was
only
like
drama I could think of is me wanting to strangle the code. But that was
It wasn't
more me.
interpersonal. It was person versus code.
exactly.
Yeah.
The drama was the game. The game was giving us
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
That's. But yeah, I mean, if there's nothing else, like if you guys want to give kind of final remarks to anybody watching about playing this game,
Or showing off some of the merch that you guys.
that too.
have.
I mean,
we didn't
if-
show off the merch.
If
Good
I
call.
can get, I mean, I can show off. I've got like
We
a
can
couple
ask
keychains.
Lizzie, she's not hooked out.
Lizzie, yeah, can you go grab one of each sticker on the table?
Yeah.
Grab the stickers. Showing off merch. We're becoming what's the QVC? We're becoming QVC.
Yeah.
Ball State QVC instead of esports.
Yeah, because these aren't like commercial, they're handmade. I drew
Yeah.
them, and then I've got
Yeah.
one more.
They
And then I made,
There's
yeah.
probably soon to be commercial though if this game
If I could-
goes nuclear. You know
If
what
I
I mean?
could get
Yeah, we'll make
more,
plushies.
Yeah,
I could actually see
we
that.
genuinely,
Think about it.
We genuinely wanted to make plushies.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
Because I crochet, you sew,
sew, yeah.
and we could have,
Stars
but
align.
it's just we have too
Yeah.
much other college
We are art
responsibilities.
majors. Honestly, doing the merchandising has been one of the
Most
best
fun
parts.
Yeah.
I've been having more fun
my
making
favorite.
merch.
Poster as well.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I was
Yeah,
gonna
there
ask
we go.
that. I'll
Here's
hold
the
that up.
poster.
Like, the art style is sick.
Yeah,
Our
definitely.
signed
Sick.
poster.
Sign poster. If you get
You
it
could win one of
framed-
these if you're playing today here in the
Yeah.
Esports
Here in the
Lounge.
Esports
Then we can all
Center,
kind
yeah.
of like show off some of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Robert Bell won.
Yeah.
What, 34?
I don't know.
You show off your
Robert Bell.
designs.
Yeah.
You designed those too.
Yes. So we also have handout cards. These are
You'll get the cards too.
they're kind of hard to see on there,
If you want to
but
like,
It's very saturated.
yeah,
yeah, it's all
Do you
right.
want me to grab the card as well?
It's fine.
it's okay. But yeah, so
Yeah, the
Posters,
stickers
all
look
him.
sick. Oh, there you go. You like the
We got
hand in the
Mama
background?
Meat.
There you go.
We got Mama Meat.
that does
we
work a
got
little bit better.
Cinder.
That's so sick.
We have a defeated Cinder.
How did
you not-
Oh, there he is. I was like, we have the enemy. which we have just
Oh.
decided together is named Ember.
Like an hour
The
ago.
species, yeah.
Yeah, they're like
fair.
they're like
I-
a species.
Yeah, I respect it.
And baby beef. Oh god, that one. They're sticking to my fingers.
They're doing a good job of sticking.
Yeah.
Baby meat.
There we go.
That's sick.
Got all the characters.
That's so dope.
Whoops, almost lost it.
Yeah,
I mean, I
don't
made
drop
'em.
Yeah, true.
In there.
I made
You can make more. That's so
exactly.
sick.
There's still a bunch that need to be cut.
That's so dope. But I think if that's gonna be it, thank you guys so much for
Yes,
coming
thank
out.
you.
so much.
I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no worries. But thank you guys
Yeah.
for coming to show your game. We're gonna send it to a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be right back with our second game. Don't go anywhere. Anywhere. Wow. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Game Showcase stream. We went from 4 people in pink to 3 people in blue. We're on game number 2 of the night. And why don't you guys go on ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hope this is working. My name is Joey Current. I worked on a lot of the coding for Topo, as well as many of the models, animations, and rigs.
I'm Brendan. I did a lot of the concept design, 3D modeling, and level design.
I'm Grace. I did a lot of the UI and HUD stuff, and then also like marketing and art design for that stuff.
Yeah, so game 2, as you can see at the bottom, is Topo. Can you guys kind of go in and just introduce and tell us what it's about?
Yeah. So Topo is a game where you don't play as a person, you don't play as necessarily the hero, you play as a rat. You play as a rat on a cruise ship. And there's something going on this cruise ship, but you don't quite know what. It's just up to you to make sure you don't get killed.
So you do get help from another rat that is on there, Piccolo. He's like a little mentor. He'll guide you through it. He's the way to the end.
Yeah, so very, I don't know, kind of like from the limited exposure, very Little Nightmares-esque.
Yes,
You guys-
that was a huge inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Very Little Nightmares, kind of like similar to Stray, like the cat game.
Okay, yeah.
Same kind of
I
premise.
fully get that. Sounds sick. But I think it's really funny. We're kind of going from a game about marshmallow and a planet s'more to a rat and a cruise ship. That just shows you how well versed the game, like kind of the game design kind of showcase is. And I mean, from what I gathered from the first group, they were kind of like that there were so many pitches, and like some people on the original pitch. Was this like your guys' idea, or was this somebody else's idea that you guys picked up, or how did that happen?
It was their idea, and then
so-
I was like added into the group afterwards.
Yeah, this one went through a couple passes, and it was originally me and him that came up with the idea with I think 2 other people, and then when we split up and like decided to choose our games that we chose now, this one was one of the options, and so we're all like, well, he made it, might as well keep it going, and Grace decided to come along with, and it's been better off that way, yeah.
We had a set number of games that we had to pick from, and of all that there was, Topo just stood out the most to me. It felt the most. They're all unique, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to play as a rat. I thought we could.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, I thought we could convey that in an interesting way, where instead of being the hero, fighting the bad guys, and doing everything you can to progress the plot, you're just trying to survive. It puts you in a different kind of scenario that you have to work through in a different kind of way. So
I dig that. That's sick. And so we have some of the kind of the development content here.
Yeah.
That was sent over. I don't know if it was by you guys or Professor
Yeah.
or what else, but there we go. So kind of like walk us through kind of what stayed in the game, kind of like what was the idea kind of going into this. I really like the rat drawing. That is that's high quality. But kind of like what was the like overall top to bottom what's happened.
So there were many rat drawings on that board. We'd draw on the board, write some ideas, wipe them off, put a rat, draw some more ideas. Other people would come by and do it too. But we generally wanted to divide things in manageable little packages that we could feasibly do in a reasonable amount of time. Which the pool, for example, there at the bottom middle, that was a big one. That probably got the most work out of all levels. So we set the standard for what we call the beautiful corner, the first level. So you get a room, and everything else in the whole game is going to be to this standard. Yeah. We really tried to shine with that in the pool because that's our biggest thing. And then just general stuffs like, what about this mechanic? Like with gameplay, we didn't have a tutorial at first. We knew we needed to get on that. So it was really a memory board. So we remembered what we needed to do.
And this was like a few months ago, so still somewhat in the middle of development,
Yeah.
getting close to the end. So these are more of like last minute ideas, like things like we could put this in, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's no need to keep going. But like some of these, they did make it into the final version, I think. Or some of these are different updates that we changed around into the final version. But these are all just notes from the last month or two of trying to get in.
Like the corruption decals didn't make it in. The spotted HUD didn't. We went with a different footprint design for that. Just stuff like that, design choices.
Yeah, and so we asked this, I don't know if it was similar, but how long did this take you guys from start to finish, start to what we have now?
boy.
How long is this down through the process?
Would have been 3 semesters.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then, would you count 4? Because Colton, who you'll meet on Centerpoint, I think they're going last. him and somebody else came up with the original idea for Topo. Brendan and I ended up picking that one the next semester, and then actually started production or pre-production. That's the end of that semester, and then the whole next semester, and then this has just been all production, cranking assets out, getting the game ready. So a while. Long story short.
And so, is this like a class you have to keep signing up for, or is this a club, or is it both?
Let's see, I can see how it can kind of be both, but it's more of a class. But like the way that like they have us do so many projects and so many group things, it kind of does feel like a club.
Yeah, that
low-key.
makes sense.
But
You really get to know all these people
Oh,
here.
we have a video.
Oh,
He's busting a move.
oh, he sure is. Just some fun with the. Once we had
Models.
the rig for that Piccolo character, there's a website called Mixamo there. Wanted to test out how the rig works with some animations, and you have a little fun with it.
Yeah,
That was
but-
Grace's idea.
You gotta have a little bit of fun with it, I think.
yeah.
But I mean, is there anything you want to ask?
What were some of the difficulties on making something like Topo?
Oof.
I feel like we're gonna have the same kind of like we're gonna ask this question to all four. We're gonna have the same like.
Yeah.
That's a tough
Time
question.
you have, like,
Got 30 minutes? Oh boy.
It ain't gonna be enough. See, what were some issues?
I think first and foremost, we are not coders.
Yes.
We are animation students and we are art students. So when the time came to actually get into Unreal Engine, which is what all these games are made in, it was like, okay, I want to walk forward. Well, how do you program that? How do you do that? And that's the part where we're all like, well, crap.
Yeah.
A lot of YouTube tutorials. This game is made on Blackmagic and duct tape. So
a lot of
respect it.
asking our professor for help.
Yeah.
A lot of calling the IT people to help fix whatever's wrong with the computers. There's just a lot of mistakes that happen, either user error or just electronics just don't like us. So
Yeah. I feel like the people in the back room can kind of respect that.
Yeah.
Of the part of electronics not liking you.
Yeah.
But and then I said I had no more questions, but I have one more question. It's kind of like the process of going into creating a game from scratch. Kind of, it's almost feels like you're climbing Mount Everest. What was kind of what's the part that made it a little bit easier? Was it like just I don't even know how I want to phrase this because I'm gonna phrase this so poorly. Was it like trusting each other? Was it just kind of breaking stuff up? What's like kind of the specifics that kind of help make this tall task of creating a game like a little bit easier?
Definitely splitting it up, like putting things aside and being like, this is what we need to work on, or looking at things and being all like, we don't have to focus on this right now, but we can focus on it later, and like getting everything like put down as a plan makes it so much more easier, because when you're just sitting there looking at a game idea and you're like, I have to make an entire game out of this one idea.
it's daunting.
It's very daunting. And then, but once you like sit down, you're like, okay, well, we need this. Okay, well, I think we'll need this. I don't think we'll need this. Like after you go through that list and you have what you need, after that, you just put stuff in, and then it just kind of makes itself. And definitely having other people with you, like having a good team that you do trust, you can just turn around and be all like, hey, how do you do this? Oh, like this, because I figured it out earlier. Like it's so much more easier.
Bouncing
having
the
a
ideas
good
back
group.
and forth has been massively helpful.
Yes.
Like, for example, the UI, which Grace worked on almost exclusively. She did a lot of the UI and the illustration. I feel like that went through almost the most iterations. Because we had like the default, which is just like kind of your solid color represents this. And then we get into what the actual art's gonna look like, and then you have to size it, and you have to figure out where it's gonna go. Stuff like that is really important to have multiple points of view. Like one person, you look at something for so long and you get used to it, you don't notice mistakes.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense. But hey, we're gonna get straight into the game
All
here.
right.
I'm pumped. So
I hope it works.
Be nice to us. Be nice to us.
It's all right. It's all right.
A good sign, it launched.
There we go. There we go. So, this is beautiful. What the?
A question I would have is, how did you guys come up with the
This is
original
beautiful.
idea for like the game? Like, how did thinking that up go?
If I remember correctly, our professor gave us a blank, like Microsoft sheet. It was all like, give me something. Throw out a random category, like a noun, adjective, those things.
it was kind of like Mad Libs
Yes.
to get
Yes.
like ideas for it.
And then I think this one, it landed on like rat, cruise, like horror-ish, 70s, and I think sepia was like a color
Yeah.
combination for it. And so then we just took those and quite literally just ran with it. So
we had our setting, we had our character. We just needed to make those two things fit together, and then we needed a theme. And we figured, well, you're a rat on a cruise ship. Let's go with something kind of spookier, because we'd known the ideas for the other games, and we wanted to do something that we felt stood out. Like we were talking about, like playing as a rat forces you to adapt to familiar situations in a different way.
Yeah.
So
I love the like kind of the art style, very like gritty. I like the kind of color scheme here. Get away! Oh, juking him.
So these enemies
yeah.
that we're interacting with, how did that go into, like, come to be?
That originally started, our first iteration, we could have thrown that in the B-roll, I didn't even think about it.
yeah.
Brendan came up with these ideas of these big, like, shadowy humanoid figures, and there would be different kinds, and they'd sit around the room, and each room would kind of be like a puzzle that you had to go through. We quickly realized and remembered that we are not coders, and we wanted to do something manageable. But we still liked the idea of the more apparition,
More
ghostly
shadowy
ideas.
figures.
So I think generally we wanted to have like kind of 3 distinct characters, quote unquote, that you would be able to remember. So you got Topo, you'll eventually meet Piccolo, and here you have, I've just been always calling them ghost rats. I don't know if we ever gave them a
I don't think
name,
we
to
ever
be
really
honest.
gave them a name. Honestly, let's call them Shades.
I like
Shades.
that. New canon name, Shades.
Canon name is Shades.
We figure stuff out on the fly. That's how we do it here at Ball State University. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a very iterative
fly.
process.
We do fly. I'm not good at the tightrope section.
That's
Try
all right.
pressing
so
P
on.
so that you can grab some of the controls there.
Is it? All right. It says control. I'm bad. I'm bad. All
Want
right.
to take over, Joey?
All right. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
it. Take
All
over.
right.
Take over. He knows what he's doing. He made the game.
I made
He's
the
a
game,
developer,
I'll
guys.
correct you there.
Yeah.
So,
Let's do
We know what we're
for all
talking
the viewers out there, if you ever play this game, P does bring up the pause menu.
I thought you
That's
said
my
V.
bad.
I thought you said V. I hit V and I'm like, nothing's coming up and I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, there's
we
all your
go.
controls. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first bug, believe me. But
It's all right.
yeah, I'll just run through here. I wasn't really paying attention to which pickups he got, but
I got the first 2. I got the one on top of the bed and the one at the start.
okay, yeah, so you should be on track then.
There we go.
So once you pick up another one, it should tell you how many.
Tap control to prevent you from falling. That was a very important part that we wanted to focus on for this level. A lot of environmental design and
like it.
show not tell. That was a big reason we went with these footprints here, which I think was also Grace's idea. She had pitched that, and then we wanted to reuse some assets too, because the footprints that you see there are actually just the same as what the stamina bar on the top left is. So
That's sick.
you come in here.
Reuse,
and-
reduce, recycle. I like that.
Yeah, that saves a lot of time. A lot of headache. And then over here, 3 out of 5. So over here, oh, what's this? This is more tell than show, but you got to do that a little bit with these games.
Yeah. Not everyone's a gamer.
Means we are missing 1.
It's for everybody.
Yes. Yeah, we wanted to try and make the game not for the quote-unquote hardcore people who understand games.
Yeah.
But still have to be interpreted in a way that makes you think about what you should do. What are we missing? Got that one.
So I noticed that every time you like squeak to dispel the enemies, that there's like a little bar for it.
Yes.
What went into the like choice for doing that?
Say again, sorry.
What went into like making that choice instead of just like infinite squeaking?
Right.
Yeah.
Left click the entire time.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to give people more trouble. Like, we wanted the game to be too easy.
Yeah.
If you're spamming the squeak button and getting rid of them, like, you get rid of all the enemies. But if you have a minute to recharge, all of a sudden, if one spawns and it's chasing after you, you gotta run, which is what a rat would do. So
If there's no cooldown on it, then it kind of like takes like the fear out of the enemies too. If you can just make them go away immediately.
yeah.
Oh, case in
Like
point.
that.
Case in point.
I forgot we put him there. All right. Get on out of here.
And so, like the vent mechanics, was that like kind of an easier to sit, like kind of easier thing to implement, or was that kind of on the harder side?
That one,
It really wasn't that bad.
it wasn't that bad. It's kind of changed throughout development. So
Yeah.
at first it was just going to be a way to get between levels in general. But then as we were making the levels and as we started making them more hallway, so like long rather than wide, we're all like, it would be a lot more easier to just kind of zip zap through like the front, the back, the middle of all the level.
Yeah.
So it just kind of became a way to get between levels and just throughout the levels, just to make it a little bit faster. Because it's just like a vent is everywhere and rats do hide in small places, so they would probably use that to their advantage.
Now here we are, up in the midst of all these vents.
It's just kind of funny. So like, how much research do you guys need to do on rats and like how a rat operates for this game? Were you guys ratologists for 3 semesters, or?
We were really cruise shipologists.
Yes,
We were like, so how
yeah.
are cruise ships decorated? I've never been on one.
No.
But
I don't think we did too much research about the rat because I think we didn't want to do too realistic. We're
Right.
already going with shades and on a cruise ship and so
Yeah.
many things. We're already thinking that if we don't want to be too realistic with the rats because there's no point already. We're not doing that.
I think the most interesting thing that I looked up and was learning about rats is that they can swim for like over a day straight.
yeah.
Like they have
that's
crazy
right.
stamina. So they will live on ships and they'll like jump off and just swim for like a day. And they can just do that.
There you go.
then we have Piccolo. Your guide and sudden ally. It was our idea for him. He went through several iterations too.
Yeah.
He was actually originally going to have a little
Like
a thumbtack kind of.
yeah, as a cane.
Or it was a needle point with the ball.
Yeah.
As a cane, and he'd hobble around. But one of the many things that got cut. There,
Yeah.
so.
I say there was one thing that we had in the very beginning, which was called rat tributes.
Oh,
And so you would go in between levels. You would use instead of the coins, it'd be little pieces of cheese, and you'd give it to Piccolo, and he'd give you different like kinds of cheese, like cottage cheese or Swiss cheese, and those would give you different abilities. Like one would make Topo glow in the dark, or one would make him jump higher or run faster. But those are all things that like in the very beginning we're all like, that's gonna take too much time, and we had to cut those out and just kind of either just add them as abilities or just throw them out.
We were ambitious.
Yes, we were very ambitious. I think there's also like a few more levels, and we cut it down to like 2.5.
Yeah. Very proud of what we did come up with though.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like from at least the game we had before than this one, there was so many ideas, but just not enough time. Because I mean, making a game is, especially just in a 3 to 4 like group, like person group, it's such a daunting task. But I mean, right now, like my expectations have been like shattered. Like both these games, like the art style have been amazing. Like this game, like just overall, I mean, it has a completely opposite feel, but like this game feels more like I don't want to say polished because that sounds bad, but like for the genre, kind of like you're going for like a kind of a like this. Literally my example right here. Like this, it feels like a lot. Like it fits the genre of kind of more of like a horror kind of, kind of like that, and it feels just a lot. It feels very polished, and I love it so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
We wanted you to feel like a rat. We wanted you to feel like you're in danger, and then you couldn't handle it like you could if you were a person. Person, you could lock the door and wait it out. Not here though. So. Right,
We
here
can lock
are.
the vent and wait it out.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hang out with Piccolo for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
Here we
So-
are up on the top deck now. Outside.
I gotta ask, what cruise line was the biggest inspiration that you guys went for?
I think it was Carnival. I think
Okay.
whatever I Googled first and popped up, I was like, you know what? Yeah,
Let's
this
do
is
that
gonna
one.
work.
Yeah.
Because I think the cruise ship was this is supposed to be like set close in like the 70s-esque.
Oh.
But looking through like cruise ships, since they're like luxury things, they really don't change much. High end has been high end.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard to like get the aesthetic kind of right, but I think we kind of landed on like a good middle ground of like 70s to like still kind of modern. So it's not too ambiguous, but you can kind of tell that it's
Liberties were taken.
yes, heavy liberties.
At any point, is there like a random RNG chance for like just a cruise ship horn just to blare out?
No,
We could
didn't
still
think
update
about
this
that.
game.
I said they still cannot change it actually.
Write that down.
Write that down.
It's all right. Hey, I'm a caster, but I'm giving some good ideas.
Yeah. Always open to feedback.
And then, are you guys like? I mean, after this, I don't know if this class goes on for longer, but are you guys looking to like continue kind of polishing this game, or are you guys gonna like just keep this on the bookshelf, say, hey, I made and just put it on your resume, put it on a portfolio, be like, hey, I made this game with a 3-person team, I made this really polished game and got it featured on Ball State Esports Twitch stream, which you should follow and plug, and like have this kind of on the back burner. So if you do go onto a game company such as Activision, Blizzard, Bungie, etc., you can kind of show it to them. Or you guys want to just keep this going for as long as humanly possible and see if you can maybe find something with this game.
My opinion, absolutely both. Like I want people to know that me and you guys, we worked on this. We put time into this, and we think that we can do something and have done something with this. I am proud of our product. It has its flaws, but I think we have something here that is worth showing to the world, if that makes sense. Like, I think it says a lot about our creative skill and our ability to work as and with a team that we've gotten a product like this.
Yeah. I was like, what's that one saying? Make it first and then make it better later.
Make it good later.
Like, I'm just glad that we at least got a working game that people like that's honestly anything I could have asked for, and so this is just only like the beginning. Either keep on going with this momentum or take it into like a different project and take what I've learned that and expand on that.
You can always repurpose code.
Yeah, always use that.
You know, I honestly that's probably a perfect answer for that question. But I mean, yeah, I'm trying not to ask questions, just kind of go in a circle, you know what I mean? Vince, you got anything?
I had something and then I forgot.
Been there, done that.
Yep.
That's why we have our whiteboard.
Exactly.
Speaking of forgetting, where was the last pickup for this level?
You're right. Okay, so you got the one in the vent.
This level was Brendan's baby. This was almost all Brendan.
There were so many troubles and issues with trying to get certain things just to look right.
Many.
Did you get that one?
There it is, right over there.
I thought you went right past it. I thought you took the vent before you grabbed it.
I was yapping too much.
No, it's all right.
But where'd you guys actually, I did think of another, like, where'd you guys where was the main, because I know there's a handful of computer labs. There's one on, like, the 3rd floor of Robert Bell. There's one in AJ, like, the XR lab, I think. There's obviously this one. Where was the classroom of where you guys were at while making this game?
We worked in the one on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Here, yep. Yeah, that's where all the magic, all the pain, all the sweat, all the tears happen.
Everything.
Yeah, because I'm a freshman, so I walk around and I kind of don't know where a good amount of stuff is. And, like, I walk around, like, I've gone to AJ and I've seen, like, the XR lab, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. And then I go up to 3rd floor Robert Bell and I see the game design lab. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I walked in here my first day. I was like, oh, that's cool. And so there's, like, so many different, like, things, but, like, I don't know what each one is for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, it's just.
We're very lucky to be able to work in these studios.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, there's like there's the animation labs in the communications building that I always like walk past and I see, and one of my friends is an animation major.
Yeah.
And I walk past and I see and I look in and at like because I'm here pretty late at night sometimes, you know.
Same.
And so I look in and I see like all the animation students in it here at like 1 a.m. when I'm just on my way to the atrium to get silverware, and I'm like, ooh, like I'm here playing video games. They're here working on work. I'm like, ooh. Hope you guys are having fun.
I mean, hey, once in a
We are
while.
not the same kind of.
I'm here on that PC back there playing video games with my friends at like midnight, and I look in there, and like it's also 3rd floor AJ. I look in there, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's where all the people go in and you hide in your little corner, and that's
3 in the morning, and making books and magazines
as best as you can.
That's exactly. I feel like now I'm gonna go to the 3rd floor of Robert Bell and kind of like look in and be like, you guys making games?
Oh yeah,
What y'all
I
making?
can't wait to see him in 3 semesters.
production team, like the other side of the animation curriculum, lives in there too. Their films.
Yeah.
Check those out wherever they end up. I don't know.
I don't know, but probably YouTube.
I know
Probably.
there's a lot of like film festivals at Ball State.
Yeah.
I see.
Next Friday, I believe.
I think 2 or 3 are happening within the next week.
There we go.
Yeah.
Support Ball State. It's always so cool. Like I've said this before, and I said this again. I'm a nerd when it comes to like video games. This is so cool that like you 3 from the ground up built this whole thing like top to bottom, like from the first like character design on that aforementioned whiteboard to now we got this 3 semesters later when you're on stream. I think it's so sick, and I'm so happy that you guys like willingly was like, all right, I feel trust in my product that I want to show it, because if I made a game, I'd be horrified. I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it might break.
How do you think I feel right now? This whole time, I'm like, oh, I'm not.
I
over
say
there.
you should have seen us before even starting this thing. I was like, I'm not ready.
But
I don't think any of us said we were comfortable.
all right, well, never mind. But I think it's just so cool that you guys are like showing. I mean, you guys like don't seem nervous at all. I want this known. Like
We hide it well.
We had enough time to freak out. I think we've already had enough stress at this point.
Yeah.
You gotta have fun with it.
Yeah, gotta
I
be
mean,
nice.
You gotta have fun with this. You gotta have fun with making the game, because you're gonna have hiccups. But liking the process is a huge part of it. If you don't
Yeah.
like what you're working on, one, you're not gonna want to do it, and 2, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a
Once
lot
you
of
get burnt
fun.
out, it's
It's
a wrap
over.
at that
it's,
point.
It's chalked.
That's
Yeah.
when stuff gets cut. Stuff that might not need to get cut.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just so cool.
it's surreal seeing something like this come to life. We had, for the longest time, our rat there, no texture or anything. He was just gray, and he was in his little A pose, his T pose,
Just scoot along.
sliding around.
It was like flying. Like
Yeah, it was kind of beautiful. And then one night, I was in here till like 2 in the morning, putting his rig in, his skeleton, like what you actually animate. And then I've been staring at it for hours, and then I finally clicked the play button on the animation I just made, and there he was.
Yeah.
Suddenly it was alive. Suddenly
That's
it
so
meant
sick.
something, and we had done something.
That's so sick.
It's a great feeling as an
That's
artist.
so sick.
It just takes a long time to get there.
I wish I had artistic talent. I can speak. That's all I can do.
As they said in Ratatouille, anybody can cook.
Anybody can know. And the thing,
Don't
anybody
sue
can
me,
cook.
Disney or whoever.
Anybody can cook.
Pixar?
It just takes a special type of talent to cook well. I can speak. They can make games. Welcome to Ball State Esports.
Welcome to the live stream. Exactly what we needed.
Precisely.
What
But-
were some of like the funniest bugs that y'all ran into while making the game?
Oh.
What was Sanders' favorite bug?
Oh, the flying one.
you could just
Flying
rapidly
rat.
push space, and he would like keep going up in the air, and it would be
Yeah.
like he was flying.
There was no cooldown on his jump. It didn't matter if he was on the ground. So it was like our first build. The first time we turned it in for like review with our professor in our class. Our professor was playing it. One of the first things he did, he just started going like this. And unbeknownst to us, the rat was suddenly in the stratosphere. And we were like, how did you do that?
And I think every time he played it after that, he tested it out. Like, he'd start up the game and be like, all right. It
He
didn't
said,
work.
come on, bring it back. I love that.
It was his favorite feature.
I love the ragdoll. The ragdoll for when the rat dies is, there you go.
yeah,
Each touch
fine.
and point.
That's what we call a caster's curse. You talk about it, and then it happens. That's amazing.
Our game gets 1 million views, right?
1000%.
But there's that. There's sometimes you could take a texture, like the rat's texture, and you could throw it on the wall. What's going to happen? What's that going to look like? It's
Yeah.
all distorted and stuff.
Yeah. But
Things like that. Lots of animation errors. Putting
Yes.
animations on. There's a lot of stuff in the B-roll like that. Not that we'll get to it, but
And so that's one of the reasons why we moved away from the humanoid monsters, is we tried to animate that one and try to make it move, but it was just so
Yeah.
stiff. It gave 10 man. It was so bad.
it's easier to point out the flaws of a human because we're all so used to humans.
Yeah.
So a rat helps a lot with that.
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, we're winding down. Do you guys have any kind of like final thoughts you want to give? Kind of anybody or anything you kind of want to just point out with the game? How they can access it? Something you want to say to the lovely viewers watching at home?
Check out Topo on Itch. I've been Joey. This is Brendan. This is Grace.
I say we've been Team Topo. Our game is on itch.io. Free download. I think it's fun.
I think it's fun.
I think it's fun. You should play it.
If it breaks, I hope
Crazy
it
idea.
doesn't, and if it does, sorry about you.
Sorry.
So appreciative, so happy to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
It's an honor.
We're going to come up with game number 3, 3 of 4. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with game number 3.
that I dropped.
I also.
Welcome back. We're so back. Game number 3, Harmony Garden. I am Bryce, aka Rhino.
And I'm Vince, aka Down Up.
We are so unbelievably back with game number 3, Harmony Garden. From my understanding, rhythm game.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to introduce yourself and then tell us what Harmony Garden is about.
All right, I'm Lainey. I was a team lead, and our game was inspired by the idea that plants grow better to music and that you could communicate with a live plant world through the power of music and get them to do what you want. Nathan?
I'm Nathan Webb. I worked alongside the game. I mostly worked within the HUDs and menus. I did all of that work, but also a lot of excess work that was around the game.
Our Amish workhorse.
The Amish workhorse of the group, and yeah, we'll just push it further down the line.
I'm Michael Scott. I'm the music maker, music producer for the game. I'm a music. Everyone else's animation. There was a concept for rhythm game, and I was stolen away from anything else that I could have wanted to do. But I do love being here with this team, so it worked out in the end.
You didn't have a choice.
I didn't.
We brought it together.
I'm Brooke Noble. All the 3D models for our game and most of the textures, which was fun 'cause that's what I like to do. And the team's been great, so that's what I have to say. So.
That's great. So, kind of tell us from our understanding from the first 2 groups is that it starts with like everybody creates individual ideas and then people pick what idea they like and then split off into groups. Was Harmony Garden any of your 4 original ideas or was it like anybody's? There we go, right here. So was it just you or was it you and other different people or how did that kind of come about? Sorry.
Okay, so the first 3 weeks of our game engine class, I think last semester, we all... some semester ago, all of us broke off into teams of 4. We came up with a very quick pitch, and then on the 4th week, after all of us had made like 15-ish, 13 something
We did
games.
like 3 pitches.
3 pitches every week.
Yeah.
I did 4.
There was many groups of people.
Well, there was at least a dozen and some to choose from, and not to brag, but all of the teams that I worked on for the concept phase ended up coming here.
They were all good.
There we go.
Yeah, so we chose Harmony Garden because no one else had said anything about a rhythm game, and we thought it would be fun to be bold, and we paid the price. But it's great, it's beautiful, I love it.
Yeah, and kind of what was your guys' sort of, I don't want to say mentality, but kind of like what was the thought process of ending up, was this always kind of on the calendar of, hey, when your game's done, we're coming to the Esports Center, we're putting it on the PCs, and you're going to be showcased on stream?
Yeah, I mean, like when, I remember last year, or it might have been even more than a year, I don't remember, but we were at the last one of these. Our professor made it a point to bring us here to tell us that in a year, or however long it was, maybe 2, that we were going to be here. We were going to be the ones getting interviewed and not bring our games up there. And it didn't feel real, I guess. I guess it didn't really set in until like last night, so.
I mean, at least you said it, you know. Yeah. Sometimes it sets in a little bit late, but we do have some of kind of the development kind of images and videos we have right now. So
you don't know what I put in here. there's nothing bad. Don't worry.
There might be a picture of me in here.
So
there is.
So what's kind of explain kind of what's on the screen right now.
Well,
concept art.
Concept art.
We have quite a few concept art like phases, and like that was especially during the earlier parts of the process, obviously, where it was especially when we were coming up with what the game was to look like and what we were going to be putting in it. So we have our 2 characters, 6 and 4, and 6 was named 6 because she would play the guitar, and that's her. And then there was going to be 4. 4 is in the game, and he plays the bass because 6 strings and 4 strings, So we were initially we had the idea of basically it would be like a difficulty where you could choose to play either 4 or 6 to have either 4 keys of rhythm or 6.
We didn't get that far.
If we had a lot more development time
and a lot more people,
then that would have come to be, but at the moment 6 is our main character and your choice of character.
Hopefully future updates to come. This specific concept art, we were trying to figure out the style for the game because we knew that making all of the figures
into these 80s, 90s anime characters would be very difficult because that is sort of the aesthetic of the game. Is it's supposed to feel like the older, pink tinted Sailor Moon. It's supposed to feel welcoming like old anime, but that's just too detailed. And so there was this idea thrown around where it was like, well, what if the 3D shapes are all chibi, and then we can have these 2D illustrations for cutscenes, and then it's playful. And so we were thinking about possibly looking at games like My Sims, the little DS game, and Brooke was responsible for this one actually. Yes, you were.
About what? Okay, new picture. This is just a screenshot of.
This is where all the vines and dirt was supposed to be.
So we were like, we need this to look way more dilapidated and not pretty right off the bat.
Because the concept of the game was that you were going to enter into an abandoned theme park, and then over the course of playing music for the local
fauna,
flora, and then after they like and accept the music, then the park gets rejuvenated and it becomes beautiful. But the problem that we had is we made the park too beautiful right off the bat, and so we for a lot of the later half of the process of game development was making it look worse and making it look ugly beforehand.
It was a complete opposite to what everyone was having, where other people had these really ugly gray boxes that they had to make beautiful, and we had this beautiful park that we had to make ugly, and we were like, what do we do? We throw some trash around, maybe? Some dirt?
Yeah, so that's basically what this was planning out what kind of messiness we wanted to add to it. So this was basically just early development type of screenshot for the game. So
yeah, that's sick. And so I think we're ready to kind of head into game here. I think I've been elected as for the third time in a row to hop on this. But if it's a rhythm game, I think I have.
Now, can you hear any of the sound?
We should be able to.
Oh, I hope so.
I love the animation style.
Thank you.
This is insane.
It'll be clicking.
Oh.
There might come a few times where we have to tell you what button to press.
Oh, okay. Noted.
Yeah.
Well, I had to give up last game, so.
It's okay.
It's fine. But
Topo was harder earlier in development.
Topo was difficult.
Topo. I mean, you're playing as a rat. I mean, it feel like.
Their life's hard.
Yeah, life is hard. But I mean, have you guys kind of walked around and see people playing your game? Kind of.
Yes.
What's been the overall kind of reaction?
It's been very funny to see my dad completely suck at it.
Very mixed reviews, and the mixed reviews tend to depend on whether or not you're above or below the age of 30.
I hear the music. Okay.
There you go.
There was a lot of people struggling.
Yeah.
It's hard to say how difficult the game is because we've been working on it for a year and a half.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so I can beat all these levels in my sleep, but everyone else is kind of stun-locked at having 6 keys at once.
And I don't mean to brag, but also I don't remember a time where I ever struggled with this game. Even when there was 6 keys, because Michael was working on this pretty much solo, and so Michael would just get done with something, and then we would get to play it. So we were kind of the first play testers, and I won't lie, it wasn't that hard. But that totally depends on whether or not you're a rhythm person. So, I mean, this is what the game is for.
If you have experience in rhythm games, or I don't know, but if you somehow are able to if you're a gamer, you should be able to play
You're a
it.
gamer.
You're a gamer.
You're a gamer. I don't know. I've seen a few seasoned gamers struggling with this one. Rhythm is something in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's the typing keys, so the notches on your keyboard.
Yeah.
SDF, JK.
I play Fortnite Festival with DF. I play with these 5.
Now be so careful not to press semicolon on your pinky.
Yeah. Noted.
You'll blow it up.
All right.
Notes for everyone at home: semicolon kills it.
We'll fix that. Don't worry. We'll fix it.
I like that it's on a fretboard. I do like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you remember that time we got criticism back where it was the fretboard is backwards?
Yeah.
We were like, no one would notice. No one would notice. Why would you bring that up? Yeah. I brought it up because it's really funny, because we did end up going back.
So what were some of the organizational pieces for making the game, collaborating together and doing some of those things?
What?
The organizational pieces for making the game and collaborating together.
So, I got this one. I ended up accidentally kind of going into de facto like team lead, and that was only because
This was your baby.
this was my baby. I worked on it in concept, and I kind of defended the game because we were consistently. Originally, we were told that a rhythm game would be very hard to develop, that we should consider going for something easier, because this is our final. And I kept advocating for it and saying, no, it'll be great. Oh, there's like a secret bug in the game, don't worry about it. And I just kept advocating for it, saying that, no, we're gonna do this. I think we should do this, it'll set us apart. And so because of that and because of my computer science minor, I kind of ended up just allocating tasks to people. And at the beginning of the project, I kind of sat you all down and said, what do you want on your senior portfolio? And then I assigned everyone tasks. But I mean, legitimately, there have been so many occasions where everyone has stepped in and either reasoned with me and been like, Lainey, this is a ridiculous idea. We can't keep doing this. Or, you know, lifted me up especially. So, you know, all of us really worked together, and I think because all of us knew exactly what the game was supposed to look like at the end of the day, there really wasn't much to organize about, more so than just kind of keep going and making sure that we're going forward on a pace.
A follow-up question for that. What were like some of the difficulties going in making a rhythm game?
Michael, you want to answer that one?
So there was a system that I found that I adopted from a YouTube video, and it was a lot more complex. So like you'd have to be very specific, because the way it was done, you had to like have like certain markers in the audio to get the notes to spawn. So you'd have to be very meticulous in the timing to get things exactly at the same time if you need those notes to happen at the same time. But luckily there was a update to Unreal Engine that allowed for MIDI files to have like these, just program these certain, I guess, cues for things to spawn.
You said you play a lot of Fortnite Festival?
Yes.
Same system.
Really?
Yeah, harmonics.
Sick.
Yeah.
Unreal came out with an update where they were like, we're bringing Fortnite Festival code stuff to here. And we were like, oh my god, this is perfect. But by that point, we had already had at least one level finished.
A functioning
level.
That's kind of funny. But, yeah, I mean, I've poured a lot of time into Fortnite Festival, so when they walk out before this, like, literally like 10 minutes ago, they go, yeah, we made a rhythm game. I go, ooh! I love rhythm games. But
I've also spent a lot of time in Fortnite Festival. So it translates a bit.
Yeah.
I wish there was controller support. We need to do that, but
for this?
Yeah.
I mainly play Fortnite Festival on controller.
No, I play it on KBM. I play it right up there, top corner PC. But
Shout out.
I think, I mean, I've said this about both games that are up here, but I need to say it again. Which one question leading to another question. One, beautiful art style. Oh my goodness, this art style is gorgeous, especially the animation. Like the 2D animation, it looks sick.
I feel like the transition between the two is like amazing.
Very smooth. And then second, the is all this music I'm assuming original?
Yes.
And I'm gonna guess that's all.
That's all on me.
Yeah. So MMP major. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, first question, because you're MMP, what instrument do you play?
I play the cello.
We didn't know that. No, you said it to me.
I said that to you because you like the timpani.
I do love timpani.
And I was trying to get you into campus orchestra.
gas.
Yeah.
You don't look like a cello player.
I don't look like a cello player?
You look like you'd be a really good metal guitarist.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just the hair.
Do you see it?
Just the hair.
And the beard.
Just the hair.
And the beard.
But I do play guitar poorly. I enjoy bass guitar more than that, and I dabble in ukulele as well.
I love bass.
Oh, I play guitar poorly. Meanwhile, I made all of the music for this game, including recorded the guitar parts.
All the guitar parts are just like chopped up. Like it's not like fluid playing. It's all just like, oh, I play this chord.
Well, don't let them know.
No, it's this is secret interview knowledge that you get.
Whoa.
Exclusive news here.
Exclusive.
Top secret.
This just in. Exclusive interview.
I'm bad at guitar.
Was not played all the way through.
Our career's finished.
Yeah.
It's all right. Rip. So
you can't tell.
Ruined it for all of us.
You ruined it.
But
camera.
The first
That's
one.
fixed.
Oh, that goes.
That one goes straight in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Second level, a personal favorite of a lot of ours.
Favorite. I did meet someone playing our game that said the third song was their favorite.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah. Which is huge.
Everyone that we've shown the game to in class has always been like, "Oh, the second level, that one's got like the best something." There's
Very
some
Night in the
sauce
Woods.
in there, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever secret sauce you put in the second level, I feel like we're still kind of
We're still
dreaming about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that one burger you had like years ago that you can't stop thinking about.
4th of July.
What went into like a carnival/park-esque theme?
I worked at Holiday World and Splash and Safari, and I was like, wouldn't it be really cute if there was just sort of this abandoned theme park? Because we would get to play a lot with nature and structure and candy colors. And so I was like, we should do a theme park because then it's a gated in space.
Yeah.
You know, we're thinking about game features, like we don't want players to really leave a certain area.
Yeah.
So we can implement gates, and it immediately feels fun because, I mean, when anyone goes into a theme park, they're thinking about fun.
Yeah.
And so immediately when you begin the game, you start out with something playful, cute style, cute colors, cute setting, and so it all just kind of fit in that way.
Dialed.
You are dialed.
Yeah, Bryce is
I think
over here
the biggest thing that's like it's an adjustment. It's just for me. It's not like the game specifically is going from because I'm so used to 5 fingers to 6.
Yeah.
So
You've adjusted.
You've adjusted.
You're doing really well for someone who's playing it for the first time.
This is the best I've seen anyone play today.
I'm really glad that the person interviewing us and showing off our game is really good.
No, it's because I love rhythm
Yes.
games. I think it's like it's not my top played. Also, banger song. But it's not my top played, but it's probably like in my top like 10 played games of all time is Clone Hero. I love Clone Hero. It's one of my favorites.
Well, now Harmony Garden can be in top 10.
True.
Harmony Garden top 10 win.
And where can people find this game?
Itch.io. Our team name is My Botanical Gromance. At .itch.io. No W in Gromance. Thank you. It was between that.
There were
Smash-
so many on
There were so many names.
9 Inch Snails.
Tweezer.
Tweezer was the personal thing.
Oh my goodness. What was the? Oh, Smashing Pumpkins. Or no, Growing Pumpkins. Sorry, excuse me. That's the band.
Trying to think of bands I listen to. You could have done something with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Genuinely, that would
So the Red Hot Chili Peppers, got it.
exactly. That would have been the easiest layup. I'm a big Chili Peps fan, so I think that
Honestly, looking back, I do kind of miss 9 Inch Snails. That'd have been really good.
Alright, this is level 3.
Level 3.
If you go onto our itch.io, you can actually click on and open and play the Spotify playlist we listened to while making this game. So when we would get into class and we'd all be in work mode for 2 hours and 45 minutes at 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning
Tuesday,
to
Thursdays.
10:45. Tuesdays, Thursdays.
We hoped and begged that would change before. He warned us in the previous
did.
class we had with him, saying that the next class will be at 8 a.m. and he's gonna work to see if he can change that.
And then he changed it to an 8 a.m. that was now 2 hours and 45 minutes and not an hour and 50. But you know what? It all worked out. So we have a playlist on Spotify that you can open up, and we would get into the lab and we'd play it out loud, respectfully. All of us were so far apart that it wasn't like an annoying bus ride or anything. And it's available, so save now, save it in your phone.
I keep hitting.
I think
Yeah, this one's rough.
I think I saw it lag a little bit, so it might have like gotten off a little bit.
No, it's not. It's fully me.
Okay.
Because it's my Fortnite festival. Tendencies.
It's okay. You've already gotten a high enough score to pass, so you don't need to worry too much.
It just might change your rank at the end of the game.
Oh, finals mentality. We got a star, it's okay.
What went into making like the pedal for like the score multiplier?
The pedals. That was
3 stars! Oh, and you know what? You can get a secret surprise if someone wants to go run and grab them. You got
a secret
Don't you
surprise.
remember?
All right.
Don't you remember
get
what we
secret
said we were going to give someone if they got 9 stars?
I didn't get 9 stars.
You didn't get 9 stars. You got. It's okay. It's
It's
okay.
not for me. It's for the audience.
For the audience.
If you are currently in Muncie, Indiana, If you're a Ball State student,
walk in.
Pull up to Robert Bell, I think 134, first floor Robert Bell, and play all these games.
Oh,
We have printed the game.
Did you burn it? Oh, you burnt CDs?
It's a DVD, actually.
DVD.
CDs were good. But you know what?
It worked. It still
Put
works.
that somewhere. It does.
That's sick. My CD player in my car is broken, but I'll find one that
You can't
works.
play it in your car. It's a DVD.
No, that is true.
Because we're silly.
It's all right. I'm framing this.
That's
I'm
all
hanging
you.
out.
That's
I'm-
all you.
I'm
We got a
framing this.
Sharpie if you want us to sign it.
Yes. We do that after the whole thing, the whole shebang.
Do you want one too?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get one,
we got you.
We can get one after.
Yeah.
We got
But
10 minutes.
we got 10 whole minutes. So how many levels are there in this game?
3.
Just those 3.
I beat the game!
You beat the game. Not quite. It does say.
There is a finale cutscene.
There's a finale cutscene.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, there's
It
a
said,
secret
I
finale
have an
cutscene.
idea. I should go to the park sign.
Oh, everyone tries to do that where they smash their head.
That's one thing about like
Park sign.
game design program is like people do things you don't expect them to.
Oh,
None of us
dude.
thought that people were gonna like try and
Oh, that's
crush
sick.
themselves.
Let's go.
That's so
Wow.
Yeah, that
Dope
was all
anime.
Nathan.
For our last class, before we started working on these games at all, it was everyone in the class was working on one game that the professor had made, and everyone got to choose their like delineation. And my first choice was menus and HUDs, and I had so much fun doing that. That's what I did for all of this game, and that's what I'm going to pursue doing later on in life.
There we go.
And you got
Superb
Come on! Come on!
the lower ones are really mean. I felt so bad to everyone out there.
Someone got crap composer out there.
Someone and then they turned to look at me and said, "What was that?"
Hey!
Skill issue.
we had to make it
better.
Yeah,
We had to put
Skill
stakes
issue.
on it.
Yeah. come
Yeah.
on. Like if you don't play well, we're gonna tell you don't play well. That's just how that happens.
Play better. We have replay value.
Exactly.
Replay value. Yeah.
Try for a higher score.
Try it again.
Good point.
Get good.
Get good. The
Get
infamous get good. But
Yep.
I do have to ask. I asked the other two groups this. Are you guys planning on like sticking with this, like with sticking with Harmony Garden, or do you guys just kind of like put it in the trophy case and just be like, I made this and give it to any future employer at any future game studio or something along those lines? Are you guys gonna keep this and kind of see if you can, take it to the moon?
We have things we'd want to change.
Yeah, there's a few things that have definitely changed on the back end that haven't been implemented already. So
I think that all of us would definitely like to keep working on it. It really is going to depend on the future jobs, things like that. Come back to this, and I mean, this team has been absolutely fantastic. I think at any point I saw maybe other teams like struggling with any issue, I felt so lucky because I was like, oh, never us, never us.
Shots fired at every other group out there.
Bang, bang.
we love all the other teams. We love
Oh, they're beautiful, fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there was high hopes. A member of the last group, as he left, as we went on break, you guys were sitting over there. As he leaves, he looks at me and goes, "This next game is phenomenal." I go, "Oh, my hopes are in the ceiling." And those expectations were surpassed. This was a phenomenal game. This is great, top tier. All these games so far have been great, but the fourth one, it's been hyped up, I think, the most out of anyone. But we're not focused on that. We're focused on Harmony Garden.
That one center point?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
doing one live.
Center point is awesome.
Very beautiful,
So
beautiful
it's
stuff.
really immersive and super
Yeah.
Surprised how much they did with the concept.
They had so much work to do on the front end that like more than halfway into the semester, I was like, oh my God, are they gonna finish it? Is it gonna happen? And then
they finished first.
And then just like 1 week later, boom, done. And I was like,
To be fair, we had a few nights that were just like one night, like, okay, lock in, boom, and then we got it done the next
Those
day.
were the most productive days possible.
Like
Because
the late nights.
Yeah.
none of us was like was in the headspace for an 8 a.m. from 8 a.m. to 10:45. So there's been like 2 or 3 times that we show up at the classroom at like 5 p.m.
Stayed there till 11, got Chinese food.
Yeah,
Ate at our
I
desk.
was literally gonna ask. I was like, what is the latest night? Because I want to see if your guys' latest night is worse than my latest night here.
I mean,
I was here till midnight.
We've had one that was at least until midnight, 11 o'clock.
Oh, that's rookie numbers.
Yeah.
And that was
It's
before
rookie
the 8
numbers.
a.m.
Yeah, that's
Whoa,
rookie numbers.
whoa,
Rookie
whoa!
numbers, but
Don't
we
talk
had the
to me
8.
until you've asked about my senior project.
Oh, I'm not gonna ask about anything. I'm a freshman. No, you guys are like actually working like towards your major, and it's like amazing. I'm in here playing video games.
I'm in here playing Fortnite Festival.
No, I'm in here playing COD. Get right.
Wow.
But I just think that's so cool because like I'm always like, oh, I'm in here doing nothing, and then I walk past like the animation studios and the ball communication. I look in, I'm like, oh, they're.
If you ever want to see animation students in their natural habitat, go upstairs into the Alienware lab in AJ at around 1 to 3 in the morning, and you'll see like some monitors glowing.
Noted.
And yep.
If you want to see me and my national element just walk by here at like midnight, like every night, I'm in here, probably. But what's your guys like? Do you guys have any like final thoughts on like Harmony Garden as a whole? What the experience was like, or just anything you want to say just in general?
Oh yes. Yeah.
The
Oh, it's not. It's
menu.
not on the stream. It's not on the
It's
stream.
not on the screen.
But wait.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
An option.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
What?
Yeah.
It was just an options
So-
tab.
Yeah.
So one thing that in Unreal Engine, which is what we use to program everything, escape is how you get out of actually like testing the game and then you go back to programming it. But escape for everyone is naturally what the pause button is.
Yeah.
So in testing, set the pause button to enter because we didn't know how to set it to escape because that's already like bound to be.
Yeah.
It's just that the problem now is that no one knows how to pause the game. And this is something that we made very early on to the point where now it looks out of place.
We're adopting any computer science majors. If someone would like to submit an application for like our adopted computer science major and they want to rip this apart.
That is true. We have prefaced on we have prefaced on itch.io. Please be nice. We are all artists and we are not coders in any sense of anyway.
Do you remember when we posted on Reddit, we were like, hey, can someone help us with this code? We posted on Reddit, we were like, hey, can you help us with this code? We're getting this weird bug. And then the first top comment was, who's your teacher so I can have him arrested? Because it was so grody.
Oh, by the way, we're not coders.
We're not
so it's not
computer
an
science.
issue. It's
We're
fine.
not computer science majors.
We did a lot of coding for not being computer science majors.
We did a lot.
That's really
Some of the most fun parts of it, for me, honestly, is getting things working. That's very satisfying. It's just
Yeah.
that the problem is that you can't really put that in a portfolio very well.
Whenever I got the rhythm stuff working, I would just like freeze up and just like ascend because I was like, it worked! It finally worked!
Yeah. Oh goodness. There were so many times where like we were working on code for so long that I was like, okay, so when am I actually going to be doing the part that I'm here for? My favorite part about animation is never touching a pencil again. My favorite part about being an art major is that I don't do art ever anymore.
And then there was the one point when Didi, the NPC that we have, there's a segment where like after you beat the Ferris level, she just walks over. And I was getting so frustrated because no matter what I did, she would walk a centimeter and then stop. And that would be, is it the problem with the navigation? And I worked on it for like 30 minutes.
Oh
and then
my God.
Lainey just told me sounds like you just need to turn it off and back on again. I closed Unreal Engine, I reopened it, perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
And I was just,
I'm thinking about when we first implemented the jump rope character. She would jump rope, but like on the ground, on her face, like a flopping fish. And we couldn't get it
I wish
fixed.
we had footage of that to show
I
today.
know. Or when Six was strumming her guitar in the intro, and then it flew off the page.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
over that way.
It went that way.
strum too hard.
Her arm disconnected. Yeah, it was
Not
bad.
a real guitarist if that's never happened to you.
Yeah, like if you haven't lost your arm while strumming a guitar, are you really a guitarist?
That's noob.
I say no.
Noob stuff.
Exactly. But
And you're the expert on guitars.
And I play guitar, so.
And you're the expert on guitars, not solos.
actual, we have the expert. It's happened to you, right?
Yeah, it's happened to me like 5 times.
Yeah, exactly.
It's infamous Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
Celebrity.
Yeah, just it's happened all the time. But I mean, as our time runs down, I want to thank you guys for all coming out, showing your game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like it's
Such a beautiful game.
It's such a
honestly. Yeah.
nerd, bro. It's so cool, bro.
Follow our itch page.
Follow the itch
Follow
page.
our itch page.
Follow the itch page. But I mean, that's gonna be it for Game 3, Harmony Garden. But don't go anywhere. We got game number 4,
Game
last but
4.
certainly not least, coming up just after this quick short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Game Showcase stream. Last but not least, as it says on the bottom, we got Game 4 Center Point, and that was a really nice trailer. I can't
really
lie.
Nice trailer.
That was really nice.
Thank you.
All him.
It says all him.
I threw that one together.
Yeah, if you guys just want to go down the line, introduce yourselves, and then tell us what Center Point is about.
Yeah, I'm David Zeiler.
I'm Brett Rhodes.
I'm Colton Hensley.
And I'm Viola Hale.
Yeah, so Center Point is basically, it's definitely a story-driven game, kind of leaning towards a visual novel type, but first person, and essentially you're going to help a stranded ship, a ship that has been stranded inside a black hole, actually, supermassive black hole.
It's like the song by Muse.
Yeah, so you don't really know what you are going to encounter when you get to the ship. Yeah, so you're kind of like a special agent, kind of jack of all trades kind of person. So
that's dope. So this has been kind of like in my eyes like the most hyped up of the 4 we have here. I've heard a lot of great things from all 3 of the other groups. So kind of what was the like at the start, kind of what was, I don't even know how to word it because this is like, it seems so in depth, and I feel like I can't start be like, oh, how did you feel at the start of this? Because that sounds like a little bit too shallow, but kind of like, I don't know, how did it feel like going from like just knocking down each and every task of making this game, so to speak?
So we actually started very like overzealous. We had this like huge plan. Like there was so much that we were going to put into it. And I mean, you got to think about the time constraints. And part of the process that is also like, it's super fun to just like break things down to keeping what is extremely like necessary.
Yeah.
Also, we're all art students, so none of us really knew Unreal or how to code at all. So a lot of it was like trying to figure out how to achieve what we wanted to achieve and what's viable during that time frame.
Yeah, I think. Oh, go.
I was mostly of the coder side of it, like as in our group. I would definitely say like just trying to figure out all the mechanics and wanting to like put as much as possible, but being constrained by that time frame is definitely what it is now.
That's kind of been like the theme of these groups. It's been primarily animation students. So like learning Unreal, it's almost like, I mean, it literally is basically just learning a whole new language and a whole new like kind of just way to get around and kind of put all of your ideas just into a game. And you said you were the coder. Kind of what was the hardest part? I mean, did you have any previous like experience in Unreal or anything similar?
Not really. I knew like very early on in like maybe like middle school, I did like a couple of things of coding, but like I couldn't say that it would equate to anything that I know now. But like it was, for me, it was a lot of fun trying to like decrypt like all of the Unreal language in a way. And I would definitely say like the hardest thing that I had to do was like the whole dialogue system of like how you talk to everybody and just making sure that like it actually works and like it just doesn't like absolutely freeze your game after an interaction.
And we had some game engine classes before that, but that is like just scratching the surface, and it was just kind of like it got us started, and we had to learn a lot as we went with that.
Yeah. And so, I mean, saying you had no Unreal Engine experience, I mean, like, as a group, that was kind of that's kind of the theme right here. So, how long did it take you to like fully kind of like understand Unreal at a level that you could comfortably be like, okay, I know kind of how I want to get something across, how I want to, if somebody asked me, hey, can we maybe do this in this section, could you feasibly do it? Or was it like, would you always be like, all right, I need to look something up on YouTube, I need to, do a quick Google search on how to get something done?
I think it just definitely depends on like what exactly it is. So like with a lot of the stuff like menus and HUDs, in total, I'd probably say it took like, I don't know, between me and Viola, but like it probably took like 6 months to fully like be able to like make it so that we knew exactly how to change certain things and how it would interact in the game after we changed it. But I definitely say it took a very long time, like 6 to 9 months to fully realize like, I know exactly how to do this thing if I need to change it.
Yeah. And then, so a lot of it, like was a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to figure
YouTube
it out.
University.
But also, they don't have everything that we need. So it's like, okay, how can I take bits and pieces from all of these different videos and like how can I make it work the way that I want it to work? It was very, very hard. Since I mainly did a lot of like the menus and stuff, it's like, okay, how does any of this function? It was very difficult, but it was also very satisfying when you finally were able to like, okay, I got it. It's working now. I figured it out. So good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And I mean, we do have some photos from the development process, so get those up. And if you guys can like go through and kind of talk about what they kind of mean to you guys and what they mean to the finished product.
This is you, man.
So yeah, this was one of our first like character concepts that I made. So
yeah,
I
that's
just
right.
like went down line with all of our characters and just like, okay, what's their role and like, what's the word? Just how I wanted them to look and stuff. So
Yeah.
So, and then to add on that, I took those concepts and I am the one who made like the character sprites in game. So I kind of took what Viola did and assigned them like colors that were specific to their role. We got this piece of feedback that was like they kind of look like space pirates. So we were like, that's not exactly what we were going for. So we wanted to lean away from that a little bit. And a part of the way we did that was make their designs more uniform rather than super individualistic, because like as cool as the individualism looks, if you keep them a little bit more cohesive, it looks a lot more put together.
Actually makes a lot of sense. Then what is kind of this one?
Yeah, so this is just, and this and probably the next three pictures are going with some of the, on the top is the concept art from the very beginning of us putting this game together. And then the bottom is a screen grab to show what it ended up in game, how it ended up and translated, and how things changed, you know, from the concept part to, yeah. So there's a lot that you can see that is the same, you know, but definitely a lot of changes.
Yeah, I mean, how long? I don't know who did like all the kind of the concept art, but kind of how long?
That was me.
There we go.
Yeah.
So kind of how long overall did it take to kind of like hammer down, all right, this is kind of the concept like top to bottom, or were you just making concept art as the game was in development and as you were like creating other parts of the game, were you making concept art for other future aspects of the game?
So that went really fast, I feel, and to a certain degree, like kind of as things were going. We did have the shuttle bay was early on. That was like in the first semester, because that was part of our beautiful corner that we had to have done. Like that section had to look complete by the end of one of the semesters. And then, so from there, we just kept going. I mean, we already kind of knew what the layout of the ship was going to be, and we had all that. So it just came down to start pumping out the 3D models and the check string and the assets while, you know, game mechanics were being coded and menus were being made. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're ready to kind of get in the game here.
Yeah.
If you want to take the reins, I mean, you can adjust like everything how you need it. I know the table situation is not the most spacious, but it's all right.
How long did it take to do everything for the game just to get the product that we have here?
So I believe our start date, like we originally started in pre-production. I mean, it started in January, but we didn't really get to choose. Yeah, it was about halfway through the semester, so probably March is when we actually got to start on the game. And then I would say in the last like 3 weeks is when we finalized everything.
Yeah.
I would say like in total it was probably like a year and a half of school, but like in actual time probably like 12 months, I would say.
Yeah.
That's.
And like I said, this is a very story-driven one, so there's a lot of cutscenes, a lot of dialogue, and but that's part of what helps suck you in. The story
it gets you invested into the game here. And I think, I don't know, like what was the biggest inspiration? Because I'm kind of getting vibes. I don't know if any of you guys listened to this album, but The Incredible True Story by Logic, one of my favorite albums, has a very similar kind of layout of story, which I think is really interesting. But kind of, what was the biggest inspiration towards making this game? Was it a game of like that's very similar? Or was it just something completely different, but it also had kind of the same kind of story-driven aspect?
So, a lot of our inspirations were other like visual novel games. The main one, when I was kind of pitching references early on. One of the biggest ones for me was this game called Virtue's Last Reward. It's a kind of sci-fi visual novel. And then obviously there is like a pretty big similarity to the game Among Us, so that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, I feel like spaceship game, you know, you're going to get your similarities to Among Us if a game's about space. You know what I mean?
It also kind of gives off Dead Space vibes a little bit.
Yeah. Never played Dead Space, actually.
Very good game.
Yeah, I do like the art style, the first person. Then I do like the like how it kind of like I do like the HUD. It almost feels like you kind of have like a helmet on.
Yeah, like a visor.
Yeah. So.
We have our objectives up here that change.
Yeah, I love that. That's it. It looks so clean. Like it fits the vibe perfectly. I like how the text box fits like the rest of the HUD. So. That is.
It took quite some time to actually perfect like how the HUD was gonna look. Like it was really bare bones like early on, but like over time we finally got like the exact like coloration and like even including the text box, like just trying to get that just perfect for how we envisioned like the person in the space suit.
I don't think we really got it finalized until like the very last build is like when we actually got that final clean version of it.
Like 2 weeks before we had to fully finish it and release it.
Yeah, that was a sprint to the end. It was
a lot of late nights, I assume.
I had to stay like some nights in the game room just trying to like get everything done. So a lot of energy drinks. Maybe too much.
Yes, energy drinks.
Personally, I wasn't really, like, I would say probably second semester we were working on this game. I was absolutely in the game design room a ton, just trying to like fully try to get that dialogue system working properly and all of the other different mechanics. Like some of the puzzles I know I worked on and tried to like just future-proof it pretty much, and it took me quite some time to be able to.
Yeah.
Weirdly, what took a lot of time for me was like grammar. So there'd be one person that's like typing in all of the one person. There'd be one person typing in all of the like dialogue and stuff. One person who made the dialogue, and then I would go through everything and like make it to where it's like real English grammar.
Yeah.
And it's like it's very tedious because when you're looking at like when you're editing the text. It's a lot. It looks nothing like it looks right there. It's like tiny little boxes that you have to read, and you don't catch everything. So it's like you have to go through the entire script like 7 times before you actually catch all the like grammar stuff.
Yeah. Like for size wise, I would say like normally like I would say like maybe it's like that big when it came to like scale.
Yeah.
And we have one of the dialogues that is like this big, like on screen all at once, and just trying to read through all of that with such tiny text is so tedious. But in the end, it was honestly kind of fun for me specifically. I know Colin went back through and revised a lot of the dialogue, and then I did that last like sweep of like, okay, does this grammar work here, and like, does it make either phonetical sense, or like, is it even fun to read at that point, like on certain dialogues that were in there.
Yeah, and occasionally, because I edited like all the cutscenes, like I put them all together, put all the dialogue in. So even I made changes in the cutscenes from what our little script was, just to made more sense in the cutscene and things like that. So yeah.
Who drew this?
That would be me. Yep.
Amazing art style. That's
right.
That looks sick. And like, I love how like it's a common thing in like animation. Of just like having like the still shot, but having like the text on it. I love it. Just like fill that time, but it's not like you're just like looking at a still image and like text. Like it actually makes sense.
Like this is such a dynamic shot, and it's still like the out of focus in the background, and her right in focus, right in your face.
It looks so like that's. It's
Thank
like,
you.
And like the art style is amazing. I love how it's like the blues are just like so like dominant. It looks so.
It gives like a cold expression to all of it.
I feel like our game wouldn't have looked as good if it wasn't for a lot of your like character art and like the designs and stuff. You did so good.
Did a lot for the
And
feel.
one of my favorite images is gonna come up soon. It's so
Yeah.
good. You did so good. It's awesome.
Yeah, the very last image of this cutscene, which was also the last image of the trailer.
I would say like, if it wasn't really clear, it was like character art, like props and
3D modeling, texturing.
3D modeling, texturing, more 3D modeling, texturing. Yeah, a lot of UI. Then I did a lot of the code, just so.
Yeah.
Does does this game have like a functional like save system or like an autosave?
It does not. We thought about it, but the game is so short. In a sense, the game is short enough to not really need it in a way. Like we did think about it and we talked about it, but eventually we just came to the conclusion like it wasn't really necessary.
I think we originally had it to where it's like this game was gonna span across like multiple days.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, you would go to your room and then go on your little computer and write your log, and that's like where you would save it, like recount everything. But it was like, we can't do this in the amount of time that we had. So
Which we want to do that. We want to continue this game, you know, into a full-fledged experience.
Yeah. Because the game takes place in one day. Like this is
This one.
one day that you're on the ship, and like so much already happens, and like we do really want to try it at some point to like make more of it, but like that just heavily depends on like audience reception.
Yeah, look, that's where he just died.
Yeah.
So, if you were to like have more time on this game, would you end with like a multiple ending kind of system?
Yes, absolutely. In our original plans, since we have so much dialogue and so many like different paths, we were going to end up having like multiple different ways of like what ends up to the certain people on the ship and like what you can do to help the people on the ship. And so like, I won't spoil anything for now, but like for like future stuff, we had like a bunch of really grotesque things happen to like certain characters, and like just like due to their nature of the character and how they ended up because of like whatever's happening on this ship stranded in this black hole.
And kind of an idea was too that we want to probably incorporate is like as it goes on, whatever's affecting them is going to start to affect you too as the player. So it, start messing up your controls, and that was like our original concept of the game, and then we learned quickly that we needed to scale way back.
We could not do it.
I mean, you'd rather start with having too much and needing to like, all right, let's pull it back to
Absolutely.
too little, and then getting it done and be like, now what? And you're like, oh, well, let's add this, and let's add this, and let's add this. And now you're adding too much for what you already had.
Yeah.
Because it used to be a simulator of like you would figure out what sickness they have or like what their symptoms are, and then you would go to like the med bay and like mix up a concoction of like whatever like needs to cure the sickness, and then go back to them to like help them out. But we ended up just scrapping that entirely and just making it more of like a linear story game rather than like a exploration crafting simulator. Which we still wanted to kind of do, but like at the point in the game when we were developing it, we just couldn't feasibly do it.
I'm gonna start clicking through a little faster just because I'm looking at the time we have left.
What would you say are like each of your favorite character from the cast of the game?
I gotta love Oscar. He's just he's a little angry man, and he's awesome. He's great.
Okay, my favorite is definitely Stephanie. She's the one that was out there with the plants. I love her because she's just like, she's laid back and she's quiet, and then when she realizes she's talking, she cuts herself off and she's like, okay, let me stop talking. I just think she's funny.
Oh, I mean, I wrote him, but Blaine, we don't really get to see much of him. I will say there's a lot of scenes where you can interact with characters like that's not like progressing the story in a way. So like right before you go into the med bay, you can actually talk to the characters outside of it and get their like opinions on it. And Blaine, he is just such a butthead. Is the lightest way I can put it. He's just mean and super self-centered. But it's so fun like having him like like butt heads with everyone else on the ship, and it just makes so much conflict, and it's just enjoyable.
Writing conflict is just fun in general.
Absolutely.
And I definitely like Oscar. Oscar's my favorite, but also honorable mention right there is our professor in the Doctor's picture frame. So,
I've now
Professor
seen
Sanders.
that professor's picture now twice today. One in Harmony Garden and one in Center Point. There we go.
I believe they're in every game.
I think they're actually in every game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I
Decided
think
it
there's
was an Easter egg
an Easter egg in every game.
I think there was an Easter egg in the first game, Everything is Marshall, because they said something, but I did not find it. And in the second game, there probably was somewhere on the cruise ship. There probably was a picture.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a picture.
Yeah, I think it was in the vent.
Yeah.
I think it was inside
Oh
the vent.
yeah, his face is like kind of plastered on a wall for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I feel like as a professor, I feel like it's great when your students want to put your face
Absolutely.
in the game. I feel like that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done so much
Oh my gosh.
for us, and like we wouldn't have this if it wasn't for him. So it's like the least we can do is honor him in
Our
the
first
game that we had.
So our first like 3D modeling class for all this was also his first semester teaching here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like we were like his first from the start, like his first full take it to the end.
We kind of grew with him
class.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly.
Absolutely. I tried to stay with them literally as much as possible per class.
I think I
like,
had
would
him
specifically
every single
seek him
semester,
out.
actually.
Yep. Yeah.
What are some of the like funny bugs that y'all ran into while making the game?
Spinning Oscar.
Spinning Oscar.
Spinning Oscar.
Spinning Atticus.
Like spin. Like the characters will just.
It would just randomly just start.
It was a bug with like targeting. Like they have like a circle around them that's invisible. That's like,
Yeah.
oh, if you're in the circle, they look at you. But like whatever the problem was, their like detection was so fast that it would just cause them to 180 all of the time. So it just looks like they would be spinning.
We made the joke that he was hyped up on caffeine all the time.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't really think of any other kind of bugs that like really stood out that wasn't just like almost completely game breaking.
He's got one.
So for all of our cutscenes, like you would just be like jump scared by like a random scene from one of the cutscenes. Like before, like as you click on it,
right.
you'll just see like a very quick flash of like the middle of the cutscene, and one of the main ones that we have an issue with is when Abe dies, and he like you'll see like the face that he makes at the end just like pop up, like where he does not belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little teaser inside of its own cutscene.
Yeah. Was that where the inspiration of the last scene of the trailer came from, or was that just?
Maybe.
Probably unconsciously. But we even like in here, we put our own artwork, like physical artwork in this. So like you can see here, this is one of Viola's from a watercolor course, and this is one of mine from a painting class, and yeah. So there's another Viola. There's Colton right here.
If
Here's one
anyone's
of
watched
his.
Survivor, I have like a painting. Like I have two paintings in Abe's room, where it's just two Survivor contestants.
Yeah.
We talked to Blaine too afterwards.
Yeah.
Just take a look at his dialogue just to get like, I was like, you don't talk to him much, but like at this point in the story at all, like I feel like this whole entire game you don't really talk to Blaine, but he has some good ones. Just him being him in a way.
Yeah. So there's the Survivor contestants.
Wow.
I was wondering what those were. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought they were good paintings.
Random people.
Oh yeah. So this is Blaine.
And I guess we really haven't talked about Val either. Like she's the main captain, the leader. But she originally was a pilot for this exact ship. And she kind of had to step down and step back because she was getting too old to pilot. And so they brought on Blaine, and he's just too cocky.
when you get a moment, you should press tab and show off our menu.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because if you go in yourself, obviously we won't read them all. Or
Yeah.
We probably won't read any, but you'll be able to see like some character bios that Viola worked hard on.
I'll go
and
up
you'll
here.
get some like backstory.
And
quickly give us a little showcase.
Tab. So we got. It's all
I
glitched
do
out.
I like that.
Yeah.
Info. So you've got like the different characters and their personnel files. As you see, Oscar.
I do wish we put height on there.
Yeah.
Just be like Oscar's like 4'7".
Then yeah, the corporation, the ship you're on, and the black hole stuff. So yeah.
For like creative direction, what was it like coming up with the names for everything?
So a couple of these, not gonna lie, I'm a big reality TV fan. So I took, like for last names at least, I took like just to give people full names, I would take the last names of contestants that I like. David could probably go into detail about like the space stuff, like Orion's ship, whatever it was.
For like the names and yeah, kind of. I was thinking about, because I know we talked about this before, but like in the real world, present day, we have things like the Coast Guard, right?
Yeah.
That they go out and rescue like shipwrecks and stranded vessels and things like that out in the ocean. So we were kind of thinking, okay, our character can be part of an organization like that, or something along those lines, to where it's like, okay, he's a specialist. He goes out into deep space and helps, right, and helps rescue people and things like that. So that's kind of where that came from. And so I can't even remember what OSP stands for. But
I do. OSP.
Yeah.
Not the
police.
silly
Oh
one.
yeah, the
not
O
the silly
police.
one. But there was one that was like
The O crack
Orion
police.
something projects.
Yeah, Orion's scientific
You
project.
should have looked
or something
properly
like that.
at the info because I think
Yeah.
it had it on there.
Oh, it did?
Oh, probably.
Oh, okay. Honestly,
I mean, I don't remember. Can we even
it's
look
all-
at it
it's
on
all
the main
a-
menu?
It's a blur.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Also,
yeah, so it's like that.
As a follow-up question, what like time stamp would you say this takes place in?
Absolutely somewhere in the future. I think like 27 something, maybe.
Yeah.
It's decently far in the future. It's not anything
yeah.
like not in the next 100 years or so.
Yeah.
Technology is advanced enough to go in a black hole, so.
Apparently, and survive apparently instead of getting
and that kind
absolutely.
and that kind of came from there are scientific. Obviously, we don't know what goes on inside a black hole,
Yeah.
like really, because we can't get in there. But there's scientific evidence, and they believe that like if a black hole is massive enough, it crossing the event horizon would actually be pretty gentle, and you could survive that. So it kind of started there, and then we went off in the fiction science fiction direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and then this is the end of the game.
Here we go.
Right here.
Roll the credits.
And then it'll roll the credits here.
I do like the logo. It looks very.
Yeah.
It looks
That's
very like
Viola.
I like the use of the black hole as the O.
It looks very like I don't know why, but it's like Kings Island-esque. Like it's a ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that would be cool.
I made the original concept for like the title,
Yeah.
like very very early. Like I would say week 1 of like the game design concept like class. I originally worked on the first iteration of Centerpoint with a different group, and then we took over.
Yeah.
Like all of us took over that idea, but I made like the whole idea in that first week of Centerpoint with the O being the black hole.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yep.
That's sick. Is there like, I know we're winding down, but is there anything you guys want to add? Anything you guys want to tell the viewers about how they can access this game and play it for themselves, and two, just anything you want to say just to say it.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we do have that QR code down on the bottom left. You can find it on itch.io.
Yep. And we also have a Facebook page for OSP Studios. That's kind of what we're calling our game studio. We have like a Facebook page, a YouTube channel that has all the trailers on it. But yeah,
We would love to continue this game, so please
Stay tuned.
download
Support
it
it.
and
Yeah, check us out. Absolutely.
It's free. So-
Absolutely
Yeah.
free. Well, maybe in the future. Maybe not free.
Free for right
Play
now.
we
Play
have
it while it's free.
Yes,
I love
absolutely.
that. I love that.
Absolutely.
I love
But
that.
at some point it'll probably be on different platforms. But
Yeah.
I would just say that it was an absolute blast working on this game and
Absolutely.
working with these
Absolutely.
people.
Yeah.
Just making this game. It was an amazing experience.
It is so satisfying to be able to see like a fully fleshed out game from like where we started from.
Yeah.
It's honestly super surreal. It's like I still can't believe that we're even up here right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so sick. I mean, I'm like, this is like, I'm so proud of like you guys. I'm like in every single one of the teams that came up here.
Yeah.
You at home, if you are interested in like playing any of these games, all 4 of them are on itch.io. You see like right below, right here.
Yeah,
Go to
right
itch.io, download all 4 of these games, try them out for yourselves. But that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for coming on. This is gonna be it. I have been Bryce, aka Rhino.
And I've been Vince, aka Down Up.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next Monday, with the Super Smash Bros. ECAC Grand Finals. First time they've been, I think it's their first year as a varsity program. They've already made a playoff run. They're already in Grands as their first year. Come out and support them. I think it's going to be, I don't know if we have casters for that. I think it might be me and I think Galuna. It might be us two. I don't know. But stay tuned for that. We'll see you next Monday. We already said our names. Bye!